Hello and welcome back to Bits and Bobs. Today's video will teach you how to identify fake coins. Is your coin fake or real? Well, here's how to find out. We'll go through all types of tests, from easy, medium to hard, so from tests that anyone can do at home, up to tests that take a bit more experience maybe, or a bit more equipment to do. So we'll begin now with the first method, which is just the obvious checks to do when you first get the coin.
So, by obvious checks I mean, for instance, does the coin actually exist? If someone told you that they had a penny from 1958, well, you could have a look in your book here, and we can see that no pennies were made between 1954 and 1961. So a 1958 penny is definitely a fake, as no real ones are out there at all. Other obvious checks include actually looking at the coin in very good detail, as some will say copy or fake on them.
We can see here the obverse of a real, genuine Kew Gardens 50p, and notice below the portrait is the initials IRB, for Ian Rank Brawley, the designer. Now here is a fake one, and you can see next to his initials, if we zoom in there, it does say copy. Not all fake coins are meant to be devious and deceptive.
The next way is to have a look at the coin and compare it to a picture. So here's a picture of the 1977 Jubilee crown, and here is the real coin. Well, is it a real coin? Let's try and find out. So we can see here the real one has the little flower branches there, both sides of the date. So does my one here? Yes, it does. Does it look the same as the coin? Yes, the beading and everything's pretty much the same. We can look at the obverse of the coin as well to check both sides. So as the picture loads in, we can just check both sides, and it looks to be very, very similar. In fact, the exact same design, all the same details in the same places. So by design, it is faultless and very likely a real coin. And we can see this coin does exist as well, and it does not say fake on it. So far this is looking like a real, good, true, genuine coin by our first tests.
Method 2 is composition testing. Is it made out of the right metal that the real coin should be?
Now if you have a silver coin and you're wondering how to test if it's real silver, if you don't have any fancy silver testing kit, like this machine, or this machine, some very expensive machines there that can test the composition of the coin. But there are other ways, the more simpler, cheap, and very easy to do ways that you can do as well to test your coin. For instance, the first one is the ping test. So if you put your coin on like that, and you get another coin and ping it, listen to this sound now for real silver. So this is a real silver coin, and listen to the note now. Now for a fake, well it's not fake, but just a non-silver coin, listen to this ring. Listen to quite how dull this one is. You can hear the coin hit the impact, but then with the real silver, it's much more sort of pure, as it were, high-pitched and not any dull metallic sounds. Like a little Christmas bell. Silver bells, as the famous song goes. So that's how to test one way of silver. Another way, even simpler, is the tissue paper test. So here we have 3 coins. This one in the middle here is a Britannia, a silver Britannia. But how do we identify and verify it is silver? Well, with the tissue paper test. Here is some tissue paper, as we can see here, and if you put it over, any silver coin should go brilliant white through the paper, and any non-silver coins, we can even throw in just a random, definitely not silver coin. Any non-silver coins should not be visible. So, tissue paper goes over. As we can see there, brilliant white, the silver coin is there, but the other ones have disappeared. As we know, they are not silver, these are copper and nickel or bronze, but we put it over again to test, boom. This is a silver coin, as it is brilliant white. And this does work for non-pure silver, but it'll be less white, so it's best to test this with a 999 silver, or the purest of the pure silver, for the tissue paper test, which it shows through as very white. That's a very easy to do hack and little tip there to find out if your silver coin is truly silver. Another compositional easy to do test that finds out if it's the real or the right metal inside, so this is obviously if it's real silver, this one is if it's the real metal, is it magnetic? So if you get just any random magnet and the coin you think, so this is a 1 franc from 1975. This coin should be magnetic, the real ones are magnetic. Is this one here magnetic? Yes, look at that, stuck to the magnet here, that is a real franc, as it is magnetic as it's meant to be. So any coins you're not sure on, for instance if this coin, it's a bit shined up, it's a bit off looking for an 1892 coin, I'm not sure is it real. Well, the real coin should not be magnetic. So if this sticks, it's a cheap knockoff alloy that is magnetic. So let's see if it sticks. Is it real or fake? No stick at all, not even any friction on that. Absolutely sliding about. That is a definite real coin, or at least in the sense that it is the right composition, so the right alloy used within this coin. But I do believe it to be real, although it is shined up.
One thing to note and remember is that silver is not magnetic. However, it is diamagnetic, meaning if you had a strong magnet at an incline, it would slide down slower than a non-magnetic coin, as there is a very small trace of magnetic attraction within the silver, and the same is for gold, with both being diamagnetic, so keep that in
A
mind.
few other easy tips to do can be just to compare it with another coin. So if you know this coin is real here, so I know that this is a real, genuine 1948 half crown, but this one here, I am skeptical about. Is this a real 63 half crown? Well, they should be the exact same diameter. Let's test. Yep, they fit together perfectly, and the same thickness as you can see. So the same size, the same shape, that's a good sign. And then we can also use a pair of instruments now that most people should have. There's nothing very expensive at all and can even be bought if you don't have it. They are, I'm talking about, a small pair of scales. Very, very useful for coin collecting and testing if your coin is real or fake. Very accurate and small precision scales, as we can see here. So on the scales here is an English shilling from 1958, and the weight over here is 5.66 grams, which is very, very accurate. Pretty much the exact weight it should be, therefore it is a real coin. If your shilling weighed, though, 19.4 grams or more, then you would know that that's definitely not a real shilling, it's way too dense. Silver coins here, this Silver Britannia should weigh 31.1 grams, or just over, as it's not quite pure, being only 999 pure. Now if we put it on here, so it should be 31.1 or just over. Fingers crossed. There we go, 31.2, so just over, as it's not pure silver. That is a real Silver Britannia. If it made of something heavier or denser, or even lighter, not silver, the point is, then it would be heavier or lighter, would not be the true weight of a Silver Britannia, but we do know this is the true weight, so this coin is a real Silver Britannia, as we have just found out. Is your brass 3p real? It should weigh 6.8 grams. 6.8 grams, pretty much. So that should be, let's just focusing in, that is a real coin, as it's pretty much spot on the right price. The better scales you have, the more accurate it will be. This was a £2.50 set of scales, so it's quite cheap, and sometimes just a little fraction of a little bit out, but I would still call that pretty much bang on the right measurement, the right weight for this coin. The last way to test if your coins are real is to have it appraised, if you can, by a local antique shop or coin dealer. So if you live near an antique shop or a coin dealer, you could bring your coin in and ask them, do you think this crown, this half crown, is a real coin? Now, if you have an expertise in coins, or someone in your family does, for instance, I could recognise this, without really testing it, I can sort of see here, and I'm sure a lot of you can if you know coins quite well, by the handle and the feel of it, and just having a lot of these throughout my collecting experience, I would say this coin is definitely real, and there's no need to be testing this coin. But if you're unsure, then you can do this with the test we've done today, or take it to somewhere where they might know more about it, like a coin dealership or an antique shop, and they could have a look at it, and then they could say with their expertise whether this is a real coin, or if they could potentially think it is a fake coin.
And as well as in person at an antique shop or a coin dealership, you can always ask online on online coin forums and such places. So there we go. Please do comment down below if you have any fake coins, and have you ever been tricked by one? If you've enjoyed the video and learnt something new, then please do subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching to the very end. That is much appreciated, and we'll see you again soon with some more coins, some more real coins in the future on Bits and Bobs. Bye!